Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetnews.com, and today Micromax has launched the Micromax Canvas 4 here in India, and it has been launched at a price of around 17,999, which is the MRP of this phone. And this phone is a successor to the Canvas HT which we have seen earlier from Micromax. So in terms of the specifications, there is not much difference in terms of the hardware specifications if we talk about for this specific phone if you compare it with the Canvas HT, but there is a major difference in terms of the build quality and the overall look and feel. So in terms of the look and feel, as you can see, you have an aluminum edge on the Canvas 4, which again makes the device looks quite premium, and you have slightly tempered edge over here, and there is a little tempering over here as well. And then you have a back cover which has curves over here, which again will give you a nice grip when you hold the device in one hand. So in terms of the overall look and feel and the build quality, the Canvas 4 is much better as compared to the Canvas HT which we have seen earlier. So before I start the review, let me just give you a hardware overview of the device. First of all, on the front you have the nice metallic earpiece over here. Here you have the proximity sensor and the ambient light sensor. You have the front camera which is focus again. On the bottom, on the front, you have the touch capacitor buttons which are there within the body, not within the display, and they will light up whenever you touch them. On the edge you have the aluminum, and then you have these bands over here, the white bands. On the black version you have the black ones, whereas the white version has the white bands. And these white bands are actually for the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and other radio signals. It will also provide the signal to the device in terms of the telephone carrier you are talking about. On the back you have the nice glossy back cover which is white, as you can see, and it has a kind of a design inside the back cover again which makes the back cover less glossy, but it is kind of glossy and it will attract the fingerprints quite easily. As far as the back camera is concerned, you have a 13 megapixel back camera which is an autofocus camera with LED flash, and you have a secondary mic over here for noise cancellation and video chat. On the bottom you have the primary mic for voice calling, and if I remove the back cover, let me just show you the phone from the back side. So if we open the phone, and here you can see that this phone supports 2 SIM cards. Again, 2 normal size SIM card will go in, and you have a micro SD memory card slot over here which will support maximum micro SD memory card up to 32 GB maximum. And when it comes to the battery, you have a 2000 milliampere hour battery, which is the same which we have seen on Canvas HT. So in terms of the overall specifications and features, you do get some extra software related features in the video player and in the software UI on this device, but as far as the hardware is concerned, hardware is fairly the same. When it comes to the display, on the display you have a 720p high definition display. The resolution is 720 into 1280, and this is how the viewing angles looks like on this display. And again, the viewing angles are quite wide, but not the widest which we have seen, and you will see some kind of fading of colors happening whenever you view the screen from extreme viewing angles, as you can see. And if we take a look over the version of Android this device is running, let me just show you the version of Android. Android on this device is 4.2.1, as you can see out of the box. And when it comes to the inbox accessory which you will get from this device, you will also get a flip cover, which is a kind of a unique flip cover which you will get from with this device within the package. And when it comes to the other things, you have the volume rocker over here which is quite big in size, and it does give you a good amount of feedback. It is again metallic button over here. Here on the right hand side on the top you have the power and save key. So in terms of the overall look and feel, the device looks fairly good and fairly premium. It is quite thin as well. The thickness of the device is around 8.9 millimeter in terms of thickness. Comes in 2 colors, the gray and white. So as far as the overall specifications are concerned, you have 30 megapixel camera at the back. On the front camera is actually not a 2 megapixel camera, it is a 5 megapixel camera, again fixed focus camera, and you have 1.2 gigahertz quad-core processor on this device. And let's take a look over the system information, the hardware information. So the model number of the device is A210, as you can see. You have ARM V7 processor on this device, clocked at 1.2 gigahertz. It is a quad-core processor, as you can see. And if we take a look over the display resolution, the effective display resolution is 720 into 1280. When we take a look over the sensors, you have these 3 sensors on this device: the 3-axis accelerometer sensor, proximity sensor, and light sensor, which it looks like it does not have the gyro sensor and the magnetic field sensor, and we will confirm that later on. Now if we come out from this and if we take a quick look over the Nina mark which we have run on this device, so on Nina mark the device has performed 46.8 FPS in terms of the benchmark. So on N22 it has performed pretty okay, not a very impressive score, that is 10762, and this is how the detailed scores looks like, as you can see. As far as the hardware is concerned, as you can see, this one also has the MediaTek 6589 chipset. When it comes to the gesture features which we have on this device, you have an upside silent gesture feature, upside speaker feature. So that means if you are receiving a call and if you flip the device like this, it will automatically get silent. And you also have some other features like whenever you have opened a particular contact and you move the device closer to your ears, and it will automatically dial the number. So there are some specific smart gestures which are there on the device, and we will explain them later on. And let's take a look over the storage as of now. So as far as the storage is concerned, the device has 16 GB of internal storage, and out of which around 2.46 GB is actually reserved by the phone operating system. When it comes to the available user memory, you have around 10.02 GB available to the user, and out of which around 9.55 GB is available, to be very precise. When it comes to the SD card support, you also have the option of installing apps on the SD card once you insert the SD card into the device, and you can also move apps from the phone memory to the SD card. The device does have proximity sensor, so it does support automatic brightness as well. And if we take a look over the wallpaper support, you have support for static wallpapers, live wallpapers, but you do not have support for video wallpapers on this device. When it comes to sharing internet is concerned, you have support for USB tethering, and you can also create a Wi-Fi hotspot if you have a 3G SIM card inside this device, so you can share the 3G internet by creating a Wi-Fi hotspot with other devices. You also have a dual SIM management support over here, where you can actually specify out of these two SIM cards which you can use on the device, which one you would like to use for data and which one you would like to use for voice calling. And it does support navigation as well. That means you can use this phone for navigation purpose as well, but make sure you have turn on these two options and turn on the GPS satellites, and again it will work on the basis of assisted GPS which you can use on this device. And you have to also turn on the GPS EPO systems and assisted GPS before you can start using this device for navigation. As you can see, as far as the phone dialer is concerned, you have the support of making a video call directly from the phone dialer. You can see the messaging application on this device is again stock Android in terms of the look and feel, and you do not have continuous swipe to type support on this device. The keyboard keys are pretty big in size and quite nicely spaced from each other on this 5-inch of display, and this is an IPS LCD display, so the display is pretty good, and the virtual keyboard on the screen is quite easy to type with. You will not face any problem as such. As far as RAM is concerned, you have 1 GB of RAM on this device, and currently normally you have around 512 MB of RAM free, which is fairly good. When it comes to the pre-installed application which you will get on this device, you get the M-Security application, which is a kind of an antivirus from Micromax, and you have File Manager pre-installed. You have some trial version games on this device. You also have a game hub, which is again from Micromax on this device, which will allow you to download specific games and play on it, which have Kingsoft application pre-installed, which will allow you to edit the documents on the go. You also have Hike Messenger on this device. As far as the messaging application is concerned, you have M-Zone, M-Live, all those Micromax applications which you have on the device. And you also have this feature of unlocking the device by just blowing the air on the display. So this is one good feature which I forgot to highlight. So you can just blow air and it will unlock the phone. So basically, as far as the video player which we have on this device, Micromax has actually provided some good features on this device as far as the video player is concerned. So whenever you are playing a video like this on the device, you can always play the video, and you can also watch other videos while playing this video. So let us suppose that you are playing this video in the video player and you want to take a quick look over the other video which you have on the device. So you can actually tap over here, and then you can play another video, and this video will also keep on playing, and you can also see a preview of the other video which is there on the device. Nice. And some other features we talk about, you can move your finger over the display over on this side, at the bottom side basically, to increase the volume and decrease the volume. You can increase and decrease the brightness of the display as well by moving your finger over here as well. And if we talk about some other features which we have on the video play, you have this feature that is, it will actually pause the video whenever this feature is turned on. So if this feature is not turned on, then it will not pause the display, pause the video whenever you are playing it and you look away from the screen. So this is a kind of a similar feature which we have seen on Samsung Galaxy S4. So if we actually turn on this feature, as you can see, so this is actually called pause on look. That is similar to the feature which we have seen on S4. So if we are actually watching this video and if we look away, it will automatically pause the video. Right now it is not working, so it is in experimental stage as of now, but it does work. When it comes to the other option, you also have a pop-up player kind of a thing on this device. So that means you can actually watch the video like this whenever you are doing something else on the device as well. You see there are some black bars on the top or the bottom of the video or on the right hand side. You can always stretch the video so that it gets played in the full screen resolution. So you can see you also have this option of locking the screen in case you are playing a video and accidentally you touch on the screen, so you can lock the screen and you can always unlock it like this. And you also have this feature of pop-up player, the stretch player, so you have a lot number of features when it comes to the video player which we have on this device. Here we have the camera UI in the device, as you can see, and it does have support for the HDR mode, as you can see over here. Beautification mode is supported. You also have support for panorama mode as well. You can also take multi-angle view shot on this device. And let me just take a look over the video settings. So when it comes to the video recording, you can also pause the video in between in case you are not finished with the video. Here we have the photo settings on this device. You have the zero shutter delay, face detection, which you can turn on. When it comes to the continuous shots, you have 99 shots which you can capture from this device at once. And when it comes to the picture size, you have 13 megapixel at maximum picture size, and the minimum pixel size is QVGA, and this is the preview size. And if we take a look over the video settings, this device is capable of recording high definition video at 1080p as well as at 720p, both at 30 frames per second. As far as multi-touch is concerned, this device supports 5-point multi-touch, as you can see. As far as the front camera is concerned, the front camera is 5 megapixel, as you can see, and this is how the quality of the video will look like from the front camera, and it is pretty good, as you can see over here. Something which I like about the front camera is the amount of details which are there on the front camera view is pretty good, and you will be able to do a high definition video chat using the front camera on this device. When it comes to the over-the-air updates, you also have this application called System Software Update, which will allow you to update the version of Android on this device over the air. So you don't have to connect this device to a PC to update the version of Android on this device. As far as browser is concerned, we have a stock Android browser on this device, and when it comes to connectivity, we do not have the internet connectivity as of now, but it is just like any other browser which you have seen on any other Android phone with stock Android. So as far as the overall UI is concerned, the UI is almost stock Android. In terms of the overall look and feel, there is no customization done whatsoever, but in terms of the overall look and feel of the icons, I do notice there are some icons which have been optimized to make it look different. You do have a pop-up browser application as well, which will allow you to do the browsing in a pop-up browser like this, so you can actually resize it and do other things on the device while using the pop-up browser on this device. You can also, as far as the display is concerned, the display seems to be much more vibrant on the Canvas 4 as compared to the Canvas HT device, as you can see over here. So the display is kind of vibrant and it has good amount of colors. In terms of the overall saturation colors, it is pretty good on Canvas 4. When it comes to the look and feel of these two phones are also pretty different. So you have a white bezel on the both of these phones, as you can see, but in terms of the side profile, they look fairly different. So you have a kind of a plastic material over here which is chrome finish in nature, whereas you have aluminum over here on the edges of the Canvas 4. And again, the back side of these two devices is also different. You have an 8 megapixel camera over here, whereas you have a 13 megapixel camera on Canvas 4. When it comes to the design is much more curvy and it has a back finish. It has a matte finish on the Canvas HT, whereas it has a glossy finish on the Canvas 4, as you can see. So again, in terms of thickness as well, the Canvas 4 is little bit thinner in terms of thickness as we compare it with the Canvas HT, which was previously launched from Micromax. So as far as the blow or shake to unlock is concerned, you can shake the device to unlock it. You can blow air over the mic over here to unlock the device. But in any case, if these two things are not working, you can also tap and hold over the lock key over here on the lock screen, and you can unlock the Canvas 4. So that's all from us as far as the quick hands-on review and overview of the Micromax Canvas 4 is concerned. We will come up with a detailed review of this device very soon. Stay tuned for that, and you can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.